We had more BCSs over the weekend, and so let's go over those results to figure out what the current best decks are in all Vanguard formats. If you still need Vanguard stuff, you can go to 50cards.shop. There's actually a special thing going on right now. It's Booster Week. Basically, like, you have massive deals. Discount code Solemn now has like an added discount on top of that. And then also every 3 items you buy in the Booster Week section, you also get a free booster box on top. Honestly, it's wild to me that 50 cards isn't going bankrupt with all of the free shit you get when you buy there. So, I mean, go get it right now. Use the code Solemn for a discount. So, right here we have the Philippines top 4 premium. First place, Harry, the Derek Dao, not afraid of Gredora whatsoever. Second place, we have Naru, a mainstay now. Third place, we have Riviere. Very interesting. I do think Riviere is a really good pick when everyone thinks that Naru is the best deck, because Riviere just calls the Fry, whatever she's called, everything gets resist, and Naru just cries. Like, it's just game over. Naru has no really good outs for that card whatsoever, and Exterminate goes away, Stunverse goes away. Honestly, your best bet at that point is like Gauntlet Buster, I guess, something like that. Riviere is insane if everyone is on Naru. And in fourth place, we have Spike Brothers. So really interesting that Premium keeps on having very different decks topping. Then if we check out the top 8 breakdown, we have 2 Narus, 2 Bermudas, 1 Pale Moon, 1 Spike, 1 Link Joker, 1 Ubatama. Again, a lot of different stuff we've seen before. I think the only one where I could kind of be like questionable maybe is the Shiranui, but then again, they still have the Mizukaze. All of these are really solid decks. Also notice how there's one Eve instead of Riviere. Okay. Then we have top 4 for Overdress, and wow, look, this is so fun. So first place is Willista, second place is Willista, third place is Willista, and fourth place is Willista. So if you want to play Overdress right now, there's one best deck. And there's Gandiva, which is also pretty solid. But I actually think Willista has it beat by an okay margin. Regardless, those 2 decks are really solid. Everything else is a fair bit below them. And then if we check out the top 8 breakdown for standard, there are 5 Willista, 1 Hexao, 1 Zorga Gamer, and 1 Greedon. I do like Zorga Gamers though. Then top 4 for V-premium, we have Tavas first place, best deck. Second place, we have Vanquisher, still very scary. Third place, we have Ange, and fourth place, we have Fenrir actually. I think those first 3 make a lot of sense, but the fourth, Fenrir, a bit more of a rogue pick right there. I'm wondering what their list was. I don't see a list here. Fenrir has like the hand trap kind of thing going on. I guess technically you could deck people out, especially Tavas is very deck outable with Melissa and Cumin. Are both legal, or is it just Melissa? I don't know. But you know, Melissa Cumin type deals can deck out. It's similar on Vanquisher. Doesn't work on Ange though. Maybe that's why they lost. I don't know what they're playing though. Maybe it was normal Fenrir with hand trap shenanigans. Then if we check out the top 8, we have 2 Bermuda, 2 Tavas, 2 Naru, 1 Gear Chronicle Mystery. Wow, Mystery, and then 1 Fenrir. All right. Now we also had Puerto Rico going on right here. We have first place Jet. What's up with Jet? Why are so many people still on Jet? Willista, get with the system. But yeah, I mean, same thing we saw in Germany. We saw it in Chicago as well. Maybe I'm misremembering, but Jet has been doing well still. It makes sense. It was still like the best deck in Springfest by a landslide. So it'd be weird if it was totally unplayable right now, you know. The game crept with Gandiva and Willista, but not so much that you can't play Jet anymore. That'd be wild. Then we have second place Messiah, another Strytech. Third place Gandiva, which is more of what we expect, and then fourth another Jet. When we then check out their top 8, it's 3 Chrono Jet, 2 Messiah, 2 Gandiva, and 1 Willista. So this is like hardcore meta with Messiah, you know, solid deck, but a little bit more sussy compared to these. But I mean, I would have assumed that the Willista and the Gandivas would have gone further than that then, but I guess Chrono Jet was too strong this time. Now for Puerto Rico V-premium, first place once again Tavas, because it's the best deck. Get with the system. Second place we had Luard, still very solid. I think in V there's like 5 decks that are like best. It's Ange, Tavas, Luard, Leopold, Gurgit, maybe. Valk is really scary too, but only sometimes and not all the time. And then third place Leopold. Again, I love this deck so much, but it's just so scary to have 2 Leopolds at all times. You know, 1 on Vanguard, 1 on Rearguard. You play against Tavas or Luard, they will continuously keep getting rid of that Leopold. So you need to use all of your CB on the Grey 2 Fox that catches you another Leopold just to have one next turn. So that is very, very scary. Fourth place, we have the Gurgit right here, which is still a really solid deck. Pretty scary. Then going into their top 8, we have 2 Shadow, 2 Great Nature, 1 Aqua, 1 Gold, 1 Genesis, 1 Royal Paladin. So yeah, this looks about right. I mean, the Royal Paladin, I think Jewel Knights is not as great as the other decks here, but it's close enough, right? And Valk is just scary, and if it high rolls, there's nothing you can do about it. Pretty relatively toxic, but I think think V in general just needs more support before we start doing any ban list type of stuff. Then for premium in Puerto Rico, we have first place Naru, considered best deck, and then second and third place 2 Dimension Police. I would have been so scared in this top 4 right here, well, in top 8 in general playing, because when DP has its day, DP just rails you, and there's very little you can do about it. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna draw your one-off Sanctitude if you even play it. You know, sometimes you just can't fit it, and then if you could fit it, now you need to draw it at exactly the moment where they do the Linka stuff. Good luck with that. And then they might have the restanting instead. They might do Eldo Breath stuff randomly, and you can still just blow up and die. So it's like a very, very scary deck, and if you give them too much time, they have infinite shield, so it's definitely very scary. Yeah, I'd be shitting my pants in this top 4 right here. Then fourth place, we have a Gurgit, actually, which is interesting. Pretty solid deck still. Then looking into that top 8, we have 2 Dimension Police, 2 Shadows, but those Shadows were Morfessa and Revengers. Wow. A Nova Grappler Victor, actually a sleeper. I do think Nova Grappler, like, in a world where Honolly is a thing, I understand it doesn't completely die to Honolly, especially if it does, like, the Vanguard restand version, but you still don't feel great, you know, in the fact that that's a thing, and you also need to draw a billion pieces, but whenever you have all those pieces, you auto-win instantly, so pretty scary. 1 Nuba, again, Mizukaze.deck, 1 Naru, and 1 Golds. Fuzzy Paradox, again, shout out, making all of these awesome graphics. Fuzzy then updated the names for Puerto Rico top 4 standard right here, so if you wanted to correct names and everything, you got that going right here. Overall, nothing too unexpected. I think maybe that even premium there in the Philippines was pretty odd, but anything else, I'm like not mega surprised. Oh, Riviera in third place though is pretty wild. I think Riviera is like really good at countering Naru, but not great at other things. So it's pretty interesting that it got that far, but it did, so cool. They're going to Worlds. That is all for today. Again, there's 50 cards doing the booster week right now. So if you want to get a free booster box with your order, link will be in the description, and use the code Solemn for a discount. I will see you soon. Ciao.